It's going down. It's going down, 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 down. It's going
Come on now.
Remember now, we're not here to judge anybody. We want to handle this with love, right? You want to tell him how his drug abuse has hurt you, maybe hurt himself. Okay, Harold, what time did you tell him to be here?
5 o'clock, but he's always late.
No, he'll be here. In 3, 2, 1.
Is this a 5 o'clock free crack giveaway?
You know it, baby. It's 5 o'clock. It's always 5 o'clock free crack giveaway somewhere, sometime, right? I mean, shit, Kevin. What time is 5 o'clock free crack giveaway in Australia? By the way,
every hour.
Oh, hey, you know what? Shit. No wonder all the Australian creators I always meet are so dope. They're smoking crack the whole time. I got it. Perfect. Well, there you go, folks. As usual, it's only appropriate, especially on a Sunday, right? A church day, a religious day, you know, as a signal of my faith to start the show off bleeding edge style, baby. You feel me? That's how we got to do it. It's that simple. But look, we're here to get after it and grind here on Sunday at post 7 p.m. Eastern. Yes, we're late, but I have a wonderful panel to make up for that. I do. Hopefully they will, pick up the slack for my fucking lazy, unprofessional bullshit, right? So, I mean, hopefully they won't totally outshine me like Jeremiah did last Sunday, but we'll see. It could happen. You never know. Renee, Loki's mom, my special guest co-host on every Sunday edition of the MCU'S Bleeding Edge. Yes, Kevin. She's been elevated in position. Is with me again on Sunday to do an Echo, Disney Plus series preview that we're going to tie into Daredevil Born Again. Simple as that. What is up, Renee, Loki's mom?
Oh, not much. I'm here to get down with the Echo.
Awesome. Right? And it's a good Echo, too. It's not like that shitty Echo from the studio, Kev.
Yes, it's true.
Yeah, this is a positive Echo.
Good Echo. The Disney Plus Echo. The just, I guess, recently post-production, right, Echo?
Who the hell even knows at this point? I don't know. I've been trying. I can't even. I'll be honest with you, Rich. I don't honestly. Listen. I've had this conversation with people who I consider to be like high-level podcasters, like Gerald Glassford from Pop Culture Cosmos, that does this every fucking day, in and out, right? Just consumes this information all day long. That's what he does. And I went out there for my last segment to do a preview of this year, of everything Marvel did this year. And by the time the show came, I told him straight up early in the day, I was like, yo, you're not going to be able to find official release dates for everything and whatnot. You're not going to be able to figure out what's going on. And he couldn't. He couldn't. So, what do we know? Besides Secret Invasion's coming out, we don't really know shit. So there you go. I can't nail down a target release date for Echo. I can't.
It's summer. Summer Echo.
Yes, that's right. But accurately, I can't give a real date. All I can tell you is, again, it's tying into the Daredevil Born Again series, and that's dope. That gives me life. That gives me optimism. So, folks, on the panel, on the MCU'S Bleeding Edge, this Sunday evening, I believe it's 2/5/23. I, of course, am the humble creator and co-host, untalented as always, Jeff S., a.k.a. True Knowledge, getting after it, getting after it, grinding, baby, going live, covering some Marvel. Here, for the first time in 7 years, is Kevin, from True Believers, and I'll let him just go ahead and rattle off the string of his network shows and all the different shit he hosts, because I can't keep track of it. So, Kev, since it's been 7 years, man, what's going on?
Yeah, with the Fandom Podcast Network with my buddy and co-founder Kyle Wagner. We started this in January 2016. So yeah, we're going on 7 years now. Jeez, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, and we also have several shows under that network, the umbrella.
Well, no wonder you haven't been on the show in 7 years.
Yeah. Yeah, we got to Star Trek, Star Wars. One of mine that I host is a Blooded Kings Highlander podcast, one of my passions. And we also have a Marvel MCU podcast, too, that we started as soon as, I think it was, the first Disney Plus series, Wanda. That's when I called Kyle up saying, hey, should we start a new podcast just covering Marvel? He's like, yeah. I had no idea what we were getting into.
Rich, Rich, did you get a chance to cover WandaVision at all?
Oh yeah, I wrote about WandaVision. I've written about pretty much all the Marvel shows so far.
Now you wrote about it. Now that's a key point to
You
point
said,
out here,
Kevin, you
folks.
said you also talk about Highlander?
Yeah, Blooded Kings, our Highlander podcast. We also got a Facebook group too. I've been doing that. That was one of the first shows we have on the network. And
Love Highlander.
yeah, we've had a lot of the stars from the TV series on there as well. And I've toured Scotland, Highlander locations, and also Vancouver, Canada TV show locations too. I go deep with Highlander, very deep.
Yeah, hey, honestly, man, every time you mention that you guys do Highlander, I'm just like, yo, that's sick. Fucking Highlander, baby, come on now.
Yeah.
You can't get any better.
It's a fun property. It's got a very dedicated fan base that I'm proud of. So yeah,
Cool.
we're just waiting to see if this reboot actually gets off the ground, but it's been mired in delays for a very long time.
Well, hey, as long as they don't do it, as long as they don't hire the same people that produced the Willow series, they should be okay.
I've heard things. I have not dived into that show for all the noise I've been hearing about how bad it is. So yeah.
Oh, well, hey, you know what? All I can say is it's one of those fucking shows where when you review episodes, it's sometimes a good idea to have some cyanide tablets. You know what I'm saying? In your pocket just in case, right? Or just get really intoxicated. Either way. But no, Rich, that's actually a good point that you made. You wrote about WandaVision. I said cover as in just to separate and whatnot, the fact that you're not a content creator. You're actually somebody. You're a real person. You're the real deal. Like, you actually are a writer. I'm not going to say for who.
You're all somebody. We're all somebody.
No, Rich, please go ahead. Go ahead. Introduce yourself.
My name's Rich Knight. I write for Cinema Blend. I am a producer for the website. Any Marvel project that comes up, I am a Marvel fanatic, just like you all. And I'm real excited for one again, too. I'm excited in general. TV shows are really getting me.
Most definitely. And Rich, I'll tell you right now, just for future reference.
And I love WandaVision.
We can talk about that in a minute. But just for future reference, and we have no problem talking about this during lives and whatnot, because this is the whole point of being live, right? Is we can just talk and do whatever the fuck we want. So I'm just letting you know that you have a delay, an audio delay, so you're hearing us a pause, a skip after we talk, just so you know. Your audio is a little bit off. You may actually be better off dropping off StreamYard and then coming back in, right? And seeing if that rectifies it. If not, you may want to consider going straight audio. Like Renee with an avatar. But I just put that out there just so you know.
Sure.
Okay? Yeah. Try dropping off and then refollowing your link back in.
We'll do.
It helps a lot, yeah.
Yep.
Thank you, sir. There you go, folks. The word is technology in live streaming. We can actually show you the sausage being made. Right, Kev?
That's right.
Oh, man.
There's a lot of live
You can tell he's a
troubleshooting I've
writer
done
and not a
before.
podcaster.
I know. Was that Renee?
I said you can tell he's a writer and not a podcaster.
No, he probably has no idea what I was talking about in the chat when I was saying that you have a delay or whatever. Whatnot. He's probably, what the fuck is this guy talking about? This guy, is he like, what was this even? I'm just kidding. Rich is a good guy. I've talked to him. No, what a shock. What a shock, folks. I've already talked to Rich before. I know a lot about him. He's not a cold guest that just came on the fucking show. I've never talked to him before in my life. I don't do all that. I don't know how to make all that work. You tell me, Kev. Do you know how to make a collaboration work through messaging?
Say it again. I'm sorry.
Do you know how to put together a solid collaboration through messaging?
You mean like message groups through Facebook? Is that what
Like
you mean?
texting, like through texting.
I don't do it a lot, but I know how to do it though. Yeah.
I know how to do it too, but that's not my question. I said, can you pull off a legit, solid that you're happy with collaboration through text?
Probably not right off. No. Takes practice.
There you go. Yeah, I can't either. And you're pretty brave because everybody I've ever asked that question before has told me they can't. They don't know how. So the fact that you actually said that you can is surprising.
Well, I have to do a lot of messaging with coordinating guests on shows and stuff. So
No, you have to sometimes. You're right, and I do.
yeah,
too. I do.
Yeah, and it's also the easiest way to drop in links to the show and stuff. So
It is. No, and some people you have to do it. It is. Rich, you there?
I'm here.
Okay.
Is that better?
Yeah, you know what? Just keep on rolling. See if you can figure out how to add your avatar if you want. Let's see how things work. Either way, man, you're good. Your audio can be totally
Man.
jacked, and you ain't going nowhere.
Cool.
Just your presence alone is worth having you on, man.
Sounds good. All right, I'll take it.
Yeah, your
What I
actual like.
What did you
Your-
guys
I
say
mean-
when I was gone? What are you
I mean, your
talking about?
contribution as a guest on the show would be like this.
Oh, I'm glad.
But it'll all be. It's all good though. Won't matter.
I'm
Oh, okay. Hey, look, somebody wants to offer
happy
promotion
to
or
be
whatever.
here. I'm happy to be here. Yeah, yes.
bots.
Oh, okay. Well, you know what? I don't see any kind of happy ending or anything at the end of that shit, so I ain't interested. No, I don't get down with all that. No, I'm sorry, but that's not enough for me.
Put it back up again, Jeff.
Oh, you want to see it again?
Yeah, I want to see. Let me read it all the way.
Oh, okay. Where do these motherfuckers come from?
I don't know.
Like, yo,
Flex and convenience. Yeah, all right.
Listen, Civic Zani.
Turn it
Look,
off.
how is this a good place to actually fucking like approach somebody about like this? Are you kidding me, bruh? Come on now.
They're stalking you. They're stalking you, man.
What did you go to the freaking Maxine Waters School of fucking economics or what? Come on now, baby. Anyways,
he's just trying to he's just trying to earn a living.
whatever. He's probably a scam artist. Anyways, who knows? Or it could be cyber. Just fucking with us. Who knows? But anyways, folks, so look, Echo. All right, very simple. Hawkeye series. Let's get some first questions. Let's get things going right here. All right. I'll start with you, Renee. I'll go to you, Rich. I'll go to you, Kev. What were your reflections? What was your take, I guess? Not now. Go back to when the end of Hawkeye, right?
Right.
What did you think of Echo at that point?
You know, I was a little underwhelmed by her, to be honest. You know, I thought the young actress they brought into play, I thought, you know, she certainly fit the part. However, I you know, hopefully they can get her some acting lessons and help her a little bit. But
Oh, geez, you're being real nice, Renee.
well, I mean, you're just talking about it. Now we're not talking about the entire series Hawkeye, which I thought was very well done. I just think she was kind of a winkle as she is at that point. I think she was kind of weak. Even so, you know, I'm going forward. She can certainly improve. As far as the character, who she is and everything, I mean, I certainly see the link with Kingpin and everything, and bringing, and so that's going to be the connecting thread through the Daredevils and all this, whatever they're planning to do down the road with that sort of story arc. So yeah, I mean, you know, and certainly she's a good character. I mean, the character itself is, you know, quite good. Quite, you know, has a lot to offer and everything as far as her heroics that she could bring to the MCU table.
Okay. Well, you know what? That would be Alaqua Cox, of course, that played Echo.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and I would agree that you know, but then again, maybe you know, she was just having a bad couple months there. You know, maybe she.
Well,
maybe,
she
you
was
know.
somewhat overshadowed by the other. I think the other, the head Florence Pugh.
Pugh.
And like who was the actress for?
Oh, Kate Bishop and yeah.
I mean, they were just really good. I mean, they just kind of your eyes, just go right to them. I think with her, and it may be the fact that she, of course, her character is supposed to be, I guess, a deaf person.
It is deaf, yes.
But then they added in the thing that she has the prosthetic leg and obviously, they brought in. And I'm not putting down diversity casting or anything like that or casting to the part, but it's okay. Come on, you have to add that affliction too. It's like well, I don't want to get deep in what I call affliction acting, but anyway, it was kind of like this thing, kind of like a ploy, almost. Maybe she's perfect. Maybe that actress was the best person that come in and auditioned, and that's why she got the part. I'll just I'll say that. But even so, it's like it overshadows who she is because she has these things that. Oh, isn't she wonderful? Isn't she doing so well and all that? I'm being a little cynical about it. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. It's all right. Honestly, to tell you the truth, I know a guy and everything and whatnot, and when he heard that they were casting Alaqua Cox for the role, this is what happened.
Wow. Như vậy thì
Yeah, he was not having it. Nope. He was like, fuck that, man. Nope. That ain't good. I ain't feeling that. So, there you go. You saw his attitude. And that was before the show even came out. So, there you go. He even knew. That guy's psychic. No, but honestly, look. They gave her a chance. They did. Right? Honestly, Kev, they did. Excuse me. I apologize. Did I go out of order? No. I think it was Kev. Kev.
Am I next?
Yeah, you're next. No, you tell me. They gave her a shot. They did. They gave her a nice spot in the first couple episodes where she could have made her shot. And she could have made her imprint out of the series right from jump if she wanted to, if she had carried it out, the character. But, to her defense, I will say that I don't believe it's all her acting. I think it had to do with the writing and the story itself, to some extent.
Yeah, also, too, I think she's just a seed character for now so they can elaborate on her later because, I thought that it was... Not being familiar with the character from the get-go because I follow the Marvel MCU and I lean on my buddy Kyle who knows the Marvel comics well. To me, it felt like that she was, first of all, she's like basically the henchwoman leader of this gang, and she was lied to on what happened to the death of her family member, and she starts to kind of see what's happening and what's going on, and I thought, we got just enough of her because it wasn't really about her, but enough to make you want to kind of learn more about her. And I think that the actress, I thought she was great, and she does have an actual real prosthetics lower leg. So I was kind of curious, like, well, they needed someone who was deaf, someone, that can also act. And obviously they wrote this thing in here as well. And I thought she was interesting. I didn't think she overshadowed anything, but they made her very, compelling during certain parts, especially towards the end there, when she figures out the truth and she's very conflicted. And so I'm curious to see how they're gonna go, how she's gonna be able to carry her own show. And I'm assuming that she's gonna have a lot of help with a lot of guest stars and stuff, people that we've seen before, to really kind of bring her into this bigger universe.
So all those intense, dirty looks she was always given and whatnot and everything, that was conflict? Is that what's going on?
Yeah, totally.
Okay.
That's the way I know. I it's funny too because when I was kind of a little off put by that, when she first was doing it, but when I don't know if you've spoke with people that are deaf though, they really have a much more presence with the way they look, the way that they show their emotion on their face, and the way they use their hands with sign language. So the expression that they can't get out verbally will come through the eyes and the expression a lot. And that was just, to me, that's what was that I was seeing once I was kind of starting to get used to it.
Well, I actually, at one point, I had sex with a deaf woman and I made her get rid of the deafness. She could talk after that. Right? So just so you know, I mean, they could have made a series out of that. That was fucking intense. I also fucked COVID out of a chick too, just to be honest. I did one time. I got that healing power of love, baby. Oh, here we go. Renee, the porn drive-in fans are here.
Oh, hey. 69.
69 is all you got, folks? Come on now. That's all you got? Shit. This is a bleeding edge, baby. You better come with some more fucking better shit than that's weak, kid. Come on now. Coming at us with that weak ass shit in the bleeding edge. If you're gonna come in the comment section with all that crap, come with some good shit. Save that for Kyle's shit. Anyways, Rich, what do you think, man? You tell me. You heard what Renee said. You heard what I said. You heard what Kev said. What's your take off that? And then what's your take yourself?
Yeah,
go ahead.
Yeah, so it's really interesting because, not only is she deaf, but she's also Native American. And so, like, the character of Echo is Native American and deaf. So they really cast somebody who fits those, fits those boxes. And I think she was okay. This is her first acting role ever. And so, like, this is her thing. This is her big thing. So I thought it was pretty interesting. As a character, Echo's pretty fascinating. She's kind of like Taskmaster in that she can like replicate after she sees like someone else do the moveset. So I feel it's interesting because, acting wise, it was okay. But I like what they're doing with her character because like Echo in general is fascinating. I mean, Echo was actually the first Ronin. She was the very first Ronin, and like how they fit that into her story was really pretty good. I thought, given that. Obviously you're going to start off with Hawkeye as Ronin because, he's the more popular character. But I thought they did a pretty good job weaving her into Hawkeye. Hawkeye for me was actually probably the weakest MCU show so far for me. So I thought like there was a lot going on. They're putting Wilson Fisk in there. You're putting Echo in there. You're putting, the new Hawkeye in there. So like as a show in general, I don't think she was the weakest part. I think she was probably more, one of the better parts of the show. So I'm actually pretty excited. And as to what her show could be like, it's probably going to be somewhat like Miss Marvel. Like, how Miss Marvel, that cultural aspect of her character was really a big part of that show. I think that's going to be more of what Echo show's about, like more the Native American side of coming back to that side. So I believe.
Okay.
So
I think that they'll definitely.
She was fine. Okay.
I will say this. And Rich, the next time you come on, you and I are going to go on stream here and do a dry run, and we're going to iron all this technical shit out. Just to be clear, we're going to get it out of the way so it's dealt with. This is on me. Sure. I should have got together with you and dealt with it, and I did. It's my fault. But either way, I get what you're saying. I definitely think, and Renee and I have talked about this, Renee is very into the whole Native American aspect and angle of the character. She is. And I am too. But at the same time, though, considering the fact that we already know, or at least it's being heavily rumored that Daredevil is going to be in at least 2 episodes of the series, right? And basically, from what I understand, again, this is not an official Marvel Studios fact. This is just a heavy rumor that just popped out recently. That sounds logical to me. Basically, the scenario that I'm hearing is basically that Daredevil is going to be in 2 episodes. There's going to be flashbacks. They're going to flush out and show us, like, her meeting Matt Murdock, right? That whole deal, like, them actually meeting each other, right? That dichotomy. They're going to also flashback and show us her being raised by Kingpin and being manipulated and turned into a killer, right? An assassin to kill Daredevil, essentially. And just to be clear, folks, Kingpin's not dead. If anything in the comics, he might be blinded, right? When we get the Echo series. Yeah. If they go the comic route, but he's not dead. It takes a lot to kill Kingpin. He just shoot him one time and he's dead. Dude is in the comic books. Dude's a monster. He picks up people and throws them through fucking windows, from the 170th floor of a building. So, anyways, bottom line, no, Rich, I think they will go with some of that. I do. But I think there's going to be a lot for them to play out. Jessica Jones is going to be in the series potentially, right? They're saying.
What?
If not,
I didn't know that.
If not both the series, they're going to bring her in. It makes sense. Why not?
Oh, yeah. Oh, it does, yeah.
Yeah. No, and you know what? No, and before I actually get into Echo, because I'm going to pull up her bio, we'll talk about that. I want to go around again, and I'll start with you, Rich, and I'll go over to you, Kevin, and I'll go back to you, Renee. We're going to get the Defenders back. We are. What do you think about that, Rich?
Having Avengers back? I mean, this is
No,
going to be a
no,
different
no.
version of the Avengers.
No. The Netflix Defenders.
Oh, getting the Defenders back. Oh, I mean, you know what? It's going to be interesting because, you know, the Defenders as a series in general, like Jessica Jones was great. Luke Cage was great. Daredevil was great. I mean, are they going to do Iron Fist over? What are they going to do with Iron Fist? Are they going to do a new version of Iron Fist? I mean, we got Shang-Chi now. We don't need Iron Fist. So, like, what are we going to do? I feel like if you don't put Iron Fist, though, it's kind of like, I don't know. It's in the background. You know, he's there. He was there before. So what are we going to do about that? But I do love the idea of a more mature MCU, and I think this is the best way to do it, having, you know, the Defenders in there. So I didn't hear about Jessica Jones, but that'd be really awesome. I love Jessica Jones.
Yeah. No, it's Kev. You've heard about what I'm talking about, right? With Jessica Jones.
Yeah. I've heard those rumors. I hope that's true. Because I like Kristen Ritter and I like Jessica Jones, and I hope that they get her back. And whether it's a Defenders, you know, reboot, if you want to call it that, I would love to see her come back because I think her and Charlie Cox worked really well together. Not to mention her and Luke Cage.
Hey, she's got some long legs,
not.
man.
Yeah.
No, she definitely does. No, she's a great character. And it only makes sense, you know, I think personally, and I also want to put it there too, and Kev, you tell me what you think of this. As a part of the rumor that I heard in those 2 episodes, apparently Daredevil will be looking for the Punisher, right? Like that's going to be one of his goals in the episodes.
Yeah.
He's trying to find the Punisher.
Yeah, I hope that's the case because, you know, enough to get him in, set up the world with, you know, Alaqua Cox and her character Echo. I think then you lay the seeds for the other stuff regarding this, and I think it's important, especially with the Punisher. Need to get him back, and they should not tone him down. I don't want to Disney Plus him, you know. But yeah, definitely.
Hey, don't go too far into that, all right? Me and Jeremiah and Renee had like a 2.5 hour discussion about that 2 weeks ago, right, Renee?
Yep.
Yeah, we've been there, believe me. No, if they tone down the Punisher, man, what's the point at that point? Why even have the Punisher?
Exactly. Yeah,
I think they will, though.
But how?
I think they will.
But how?
Well, look what they did to Moon Knight. I mean, Moon Knight is, just
you're
as
right.
brutal as Punisher. Like, you know, Moon Knight like carves moons on people's foreheads, and like, you know, they kind of, you know, toed the line with Moon Knight. But if they didn't do it with Moon Knight, I don't know if they're going to do it with Punisher. I don't know. We'll see.
Kev?
Well, the only thing would be maybe they're going to do it incrementally, and you know, have it whereas Moon Knight was more toned down. Maybe the next series they'll push the envelope more.
No, but Renee, listen, I wanted to ask you this. I wanted to bounce off Rich. Rich just called something out that I told you about before. For me, Moon Knight was my metric, right? I looked at Moon Knight as how I would then perceive what Disney and Marvel's view would be, how they'd handle the Punisher, Daredevil, right?
Yeah, I mean, you're right. You're
right. So what Rich just said right there, Rich, you just connected with me on a deep level, bro. Because for me,
yeah.
Moon Knight was my
I
gauge.
love Moon Knight.
Yeah, no, I love Moon Knight too, but I love the Punisher more and Daredevil more. Hence the T-shirt. So
Right.
at that point, right there, I was scared at what was going to happen with Daredevil and the Punisher. I won't lie. It was almost like when Disney bought Marvel Studios. You know what I'm saying? Like similar, but even more deep. The Punisher and Daredevil are 2 of my top 5 Marvel Comics characters from all time. Right? So just to be clear. Go ahead, Renee.
Well, I think those last few products coming in. I mean, they finished out the phase with, you know, I think it's indicative of the Disneyfication of it.
Yes. No, and hats off to Lord Deathman, who was the first person I ever heard coin Disneyfication. That's where I got it from.
Well, it's a word that's been around quite a while.
Oh, well, hey, you know what? Well, hey, hats off to whoever came up with it, and then Lord Deathman heard it and gave it to me. But no, Renee, what do you think? I mean, see, me personally, I don't see how you can deliver. And this is that thing where this isn't a rub. This isn't one of those things where I'm comparing me or you, or I'm comparing myself to Kev or Rich because of comic book knowledge or comic book, any of that bullshit. We don't play that shit here. You know that. All I'm saying is just that as a Punisher fan, as a Marvel Comics fan, a huge collector, that has a massive collection, that loves these characters and knows who they are, what they're about, you can't slow in the Punisher. You can't work him in. He's either the Punisher or he's the Punisher. Right? It's that simple.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, that's it. There is no light version of him.
Yeah, I mean the characters. I mean, originally, if you want to call it, canon, whatever, put a religious connotation on it. Yeah, he's a violent person, like Moon Knight, and I mean, you would expect, as they did with, as they've done with the John Wick character, these long, extended, violent body count scenes. I mean, that's part and parcel of the character. So yeah, I mean, and to have it so diminished, in particularly as you pointed out in Moon Knight, and then with the expectation, of course, and we saw what they could at least do a good TV version acceptable because they did it on Netflix.
They did.
So I mean, it's not that they can't do it, but will they put the? And let's just keep it at the Netflix level. We don't have to go to the R level. If they could keep it to that, I don't see why Disney couldn't do that. So long as they put up the, this is for what all the things they put up in movies to warn parents and whatnot. I mean, I understand that they're in this parent zone, this family zone, so they've got to, they're aware of that. And I'll definitely say it's hurting the product, hurting the Marvel product.
I'd say so. They lost $1.4 billion in the final quarter of last year. Disney Plus did. So I believe it was either 1.2 or 1.4 billion. We're not talking about the year. In the final quarter, they lost that much money. Okay.
That's unusual considering what they. Okay, well.
Well, think about
what they're invested. Depending on
they
what
lost
they put
money
their
to
back
not getting.
into. Yeah.
They lost money to not being able to air the cricket games in India and a bunch of the Eastern countries because cricket's a really huge sport, and they lost a big contract with that.
No. And think about it. Think about what the budgets are on these Disney Plus series. They're not cheap.
Yeah.
Right? Honestly. Yep. Miss Marvel did okay worldwide. It did.
Their parks. I mean, they were really put a big dent in them. Their parks,
yeah.
Cruise. I mean, that really hurt them.
Well, yeah. Well, just imagine at that point then taking a 1.4 billion hit off Disney Plus for a quarter will do to you. On top of that, that ain't good. So as far as I'm concerned, if I were them, Rich, Kev, I would personally consider maybe like doing the Punisher the right way, right? At this point, and shit like that. Look at what Gunn's doing right now, right? His whole slate, every single series could be R-rated if you wanted it to be. All of them. Now, they won't be, but they could be. Right? So, at that point, yes, Rich, I want to give credit. I want to give props, Rich, I will, to Ray Stevenson. He did a great job as a Punisher. He just wasn't as good as Dolph. He wasn't as good as Dolph.
I love Ray Stevenson. Behind Dolph, I love Ray because, man, he really did good.
Renee, you've never seen the Dolph Lundgren Punisher film, have you?
No, I have not.
Oh, it's good. It's good. When did it come out, Kev? 88, 89?
89, yeah. Filmed in Australia, too, actually.
Okay. Well, I'll check it out. I think I've seen it. I've when you're flipping through streaming stuff, I think I've seen it, yeah.
Nah, Dolph was actually pretty solid.
Yeah, it was.
As the Punisher. Yeah, and he was young then, too.
I think
Go ahead, Rich.
I think Dolph was I think Dolph was better as Punisher than the movie around him. I mean, I think he's an excellent Punisher. He's a great Frank Castle, but I think the movie around him it wasn't as good as him. That's what I think. But it's a great
Rich,
first
you
Punisher
called
movie.
You're right. I can't remember anything about the movie except Dolph.
Oh man, you don't remember when he teams up with the gangster and he goes to kill all of those?
I know
Yakuza guys.
No, I know there were some titties in there and everything and whatnot, and he banged some chick at one point. Other than that, no. Right?
I think you're getting that mixed up with Showdown in Little Tokyo with Brandon Lee.
Okay, well, no, come on. This was 89. There was titties in every movie.
True.
So that's why we're trying to bring it back, baby. We're trying to bring it back. Bleeding Edge, baby.
There was even Howard the Duck. Even Howard the Duck had it.
Yeah, Howard the Duck banged fucking banged what's her name?
Leah Thompson. Yeah.
No, he banged he banged what's her name? Darcy from WandaVision and from fucking Thor. In What If?
Oh, and what
She
if?
did. Yeah, in the stupid freaking what do you call it? Party Thor episode. Oh my god, it was such a joke. In the Party Thor episode,
That's right.
Howard the
Yeah.
Duck banged Darcy.
I must have blocked that from my memory.
Yeah,
I apparently
was jealous.
did too.
I was jealous, man. Seriously, Darcy's fine.
What if it's canon?
Hey,
What if it's canon?
if I don't care, I want it to be a canon where it's me instead of Howard the Duck. I'm telling you right now, Darcy would be a lot more pleased with her night with me than she would with Howard.
I
Right.
think you want to see Kat Dennings' boobies.
Yeah, I do. I like that big ass she has too, with those big hips. She is one curvaceous fucking woman, right? Unlike this.
Oh gosh. Photo edited Brie.
Yep. There you go. Fucking fabulous, baby. What a contrast. From Darcy to that. Jesus Christ, man. No wonder they had to get her a butt double. Anyways. It's all good. It's all good. You know, you already know they're going to have to probably...
Jeff is actually a big Brie Larson fan. He has
Oh,
a
yeah.
poster. Show him
Yeah,
the picture.
yeah.
You got a poster.
Oh, you guys don't see my poster? Kev, you haven't seen it. I got a Captain Marvel poster, bro.
I like that movie. I'm a fan too.
I do too. I thought it was a good movie.
I thought it was fucking
Oh,
garbage.
Brie Larson.
Yeah, I did. It was
Kong. She was really good in Kong.
I thought she was terrible.
The Fonz.
This is what she kept the Tesseract in. Don't you remember?
They could have put me with a fucking blob
Right.
wig on, and I could have played them in Captain Marvel than Brie.
Remember, she kept the Tesseract in the
Oh,
Fonz.
that's right. In the Fonz. Oh, okay.
Right.
Yeah, okay, you got me there. Yeah.
Kev's got all the toys, baby. He went to Australia. He went to Australia for a month. He's been doing threesomes and going to group sex parties and shit and everything. He's all about it. That's why he's so energetic and everything and whatnot, and so laid back. It's all right. I won't tell anybody, Kev. I'll keep our secret. I'll keep your secrets, brother. But I am jealous of you, though, bro. Australia, between Japan and Australia, those are the two places I do want to go before I die.
I'd like to hit Japan too. I have not done that yet.
Yeah, no, I want to go to Japan and hit some Japanese chicks while I'm there. I don't want to just hit Japan. I want to hit some shit. I want to hit some ladies.
Well,
Right.
are you in Australia right now, Kevin?
No. I go there couple times a year because my wife's from there. So
Oh, okay.
yeah, I'm going back there again in
Nice.
late May.
Well, good night, mate.
There you go. No, I love Australian people. Every Australian content creator I've ever worked with were fucking awesome people.
Cool country.
Yeah, they seem like it. I mean, that's why I would like to go there. I just have this gut feeling that it seems like a good place to be.
It is.
And I won't lie to you. Sometimes I do think, like, I have these. I do actually dream sometimes and think to myself it might be neat to like move to Japan and live there for a year or whatever, and just be like, fuck it, you know. But then again, I don't know. I don't know. What do you think?
They got a lot of property up
how would I make out over
around
there?
the
You think,
Fukushima nuclear
guys?
plant.
There you go. This is a question for you, Rich. How do you think I do over there in Japan for a year?
That's
Get used to cramped
great question.
spaces.
I don't know.
From what I've
What
heard.
part of the plant did you go to? Yeah, you can go
Well-
get stuff on a vending machine. There's clothes and everything. I don't know.
I would have that. Pardon me. I'm such a weak ass amateur. I can't even smoke weed properly. I'm over here coughing like a little bitch. But anyways, sorry, folks. No. Honestly, I would have one of those like devices that translates for me, and all I would put in there would be like straight up direct shit, like, can we fuck tonight, right? I think you're hot. Can we bang? Shit like that, right? And hey, I've heard they like the white guys anyway, right? So there you go. That's all I need. We'll see how it goes. I think it'd be interesting. Either way, so as far as the Defenders goes, I'm actually going to play something here. I'm going to change things up real quick. I'm going to stop the share screen on the article. I'm going to switch over and give us something visually stimulating here real quick. You know, besides the constant images in my head and the haunting of the night that she hugged on me. And we're actually going to watch something that I bet Renee's never even seen before.
Not sure you'd believe me even if I told you.
But bad shit's happening. Bad people are going to take down the city.
People are going to get hurt. And this has to stop.
You want to feel safe. I have an idea. Why don't you put on a cape and go run around New York?
At the end of the second season of Daredevil, Matt is kind of lost. He's given up being this superhero.
Matthew,
This other life you led, is your heart still with it?
But deep down, he genuinely believes the city is better off with him.
You have interrupted a citywide investigation.
Jessica's never wanted to be involved. She doesn't want to save the city. She doesn't care.
Jessica Jones.
Who the hell are you?
My name is Matthew Murdoch. I'm your attorney.
Cage is out of prison, and he's just trying to figure out what's he gonna do with his life.
Right now, I just want to help people.
I think there's someone that you need to meet.
Everything leads them back to New York.
Who are you? Who are you? I'm the immortal Iron Fist.
You what?
Now, the very existence of New York is at stake.
Oh.
The four of us saw a path to the same place. Midland Circle.
Murdoch.
I need to leave now.
You look like an asshole.
It's your scarf.
Who are you people? There's an ancient criminal organization whose goal is ultimate power. I can't be a part of this.
If you ask me, you already are.
These people are incredibly dangerous. They're incredibly evil.
It's clear to them that the only chance they have of saving New York is going to be if they work together.
You four, the devil of Hell's Kitchen, the smart-ass detective, the righteous ex-con, and the kid with a glowing fist.
Seeing all four of these characters together is epic.
Us four coming together will be thrilling for fans of all the shows.
It looks awesome. It feels awesome.
We could easily turn our backs and just try and take care of ourselves, but it's not about us. That's what being a hero is.
There are people who run from the fire, and there are people who run.
I like my culture a lot.
It's just a city. You'll get used to watching them fall.
Nice ears.
They're horns.
See, now I'm telling you, Sigourney Weaver, honestly, I will lie to you. I didn't watch all the Defenders, so I'm not even going to pretend. I'm not going to go all crazy with this. But
can I make a comment about that?
Was she good? Did she pull off? Did she pull off?
Absolutely not. Let me tell you this. Let me tell you this real quick. I watched the entire series. It was new to me. I wasn't familiar with that. No, I'm not going to spoil it. I'm just going to say I was really excited when she was cast. But they totally underutilized not only her as an actress, but her character. And I even talked to Kyle about this, who's an expert on all this.
So it wasn't her fault.
No. I think that her character was not written well. She had her moments, but I was really disappointed in her character. There was much more compelling characters than her. And I'm a big Sigourney fan. Trust me on that. That's my only complaint with that entire series was her character.
I'm with you on that. I love me Sigourney Weaver. I do. I really do. Yeah. Renee, what did you think of that Defenders trailer? You saw Jessica Jones, didn't you?
I saw all of Daredevil, some of Jessica Jones, a little bit of The Punisher. Have not seen the Defenders, and I keep meaning to go back to see it. And it's like one of those that I'm going to see it, and then I forget about it. You know.
How far?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we got a good taste of what we were just talking about, the level of, the realism, aspect that they brought to it. Well, not really realism because it's overdone violence, but anyway, at least the griminess of that type of particular subgenre of comic.
How far are you into The Punisher?
Just a couple episodes.
There you go. You got to watch all the way through. They did what? 2 seasons?
Yeah. I really just need to just sit down and just start. I think I can sort of bypass Daredevil now and just get into Jessica Jones and just kind of go all the way through them and just crank them out.
Yeah, most definitely.
I have watched all of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. and I'm very proud of that.
Hey, you should be proud of that. Kev, Rich, somebody. What'd they do? 2 or 3 seasons of Punisher?
2.
Okay. 3 of Jessica Jones, 2 of Luke Cage, 3 of Daredevil, right?
Yeah.
And then what? 1 or 2 of Iron Fist?
Defenders 1.
2 of Iron Fist, if I remember correctly, right?
Yeah, 2 of Iron Fist, 2 of Luke Cage, 3 of Daredevil, 2 of Jessica Jones, 2 Punisher, and
3 of Jessica Jones. Yeah, no,
and
they did 3
Defenders
of
was
Jessica
not
Jones.
very good. Defenders was not very good at all.
Let me ask you this, Kevin.
3, yeah.
Could I
3, yes, yeah, Jessica Jones. 3,
could I
yeah.
just? I'm sorry. Could I just go ahead and watch the Defenders, having only seen Daredevil? And make sense of it?
Honestly, I agree with Rich. Defenders was not that good. I would just continue watching all the other ones and enjoy them more.
There is an order. There is an order, though, Cap.
There is an order, but I got more invested in the individual seasons of the characters than in their own shows than I did with the Defenders. Defenders, I felt, was kind of sloppy. Is that a good way to say it, Rich?
Yo, yeah, absolutely. It was just
Yeah. The little bit I saw. No, I'm sorry, Kev. The little bit I saw, I felt like there wasn't a lot of chemistry with them as a group.
Yeah, it was nice to see them get together, but I don't know if the payoff was satisfying, I guess is the word I'm looking for. I don't know. I need to rewatch it, but I don't know. What was it that you didn't like about it, Rich?
I just felt like all the
Rich, we can't hear anything you're saying, bro, at all.
Wallet together. I was just like, I don't know. I guess I was rooting.
Nah, Rich, we heard you there a little bit at the end, but your first, like, I don't know, 12 or 15 words were just straight like fucking mangle. Like you sounded like a robot.
Yeah, your sound cut out there.
Oh, sorry.
No, it's okay.
That. Yeah, I feel like
it's all right, man. You gotta love.
Right?
Yeah. It's always great. I'll tell you right now, it's fun. The best part of being the moderator of these shows is when you have an echo or there's a delay with a guest like this. It's so much fun. I love it. Right, Kev? It's a blast. But it's all good, Rich. Like I said, man, it's the bleeding edge, baby. So you know what? Fuck it. Who gives a shit? We're not striving for perfection. We're not striving for perfection over here, man.
Hey, Rich, go back out and come back in again. Yeah, we're not getting anything.
I'll do that.
Okay, try that. No, we'll work with Rich, man. I'll tell you right now. I had a kid come on one time. We've joked before about me going. Remember, Renee? We joked about me going shirtless for a show when I've come in the studio shirtless and shit. This fucking kid one time, this 21 or 20-year-old kid, the one I told you about that said he was going to interview Charlie Cox. That little bitch kid that ghosted me and didn't show up for like 4 shows that he was just a guest on in a row.
Yeah.
I told him to go fuck himself and grow up. Well, he showed up shirtless for a show with me and Gunner. He did.
Oh wow.
Yep. And he was like this. His audio was jacked the whole show. I thought I just booted his ass. I couldn't take him. But Rich is dope, so he can hang. What up, Rich?
What up? Okay.
No, you already sound better, man. Yeah, you sound better. No, feel free to talk, man, because that's the only we can tell.
I was saying before is that. Okay, so like I was saying with the various shows, like those, they were ending. We got to. I was like, well, Luke Cage. I like Luke Cage. I like Jessica Jones. I like Daredevil, and they didn't do it. They didn't together. I felt like Kevin. Their individual shows were much better, and I like when they were other shows, but when they came together, it just did not work.
Yeah.
Okay. No, I hear you.
I think Luke Cage was the biggest surprise for me. I was really into that show. That show was great.
Oh, that's what I was saying during the trailer. I wish I would have turned the volume down a little bit. I love Mike Coulter as Luke Cage. He's great.
I just saw him recently in the movie. I just saw Luke Coulter recently in the new movie Plane with Gerard Butler. He was good in that.
I saw that. Okay. I saw that they released that Plane.
Renee, isn't it? Can you imagine? Are you sure you want to moderate shows? Do you understand what it's like to be when you have like audio delays and shit, and whatnot, and everything? How stuff gets all.
Well, you're going to be my producer, Jeff. I don't have
Oh,
to
shut!
about
What are you?
that.
Are you kidding me? Shit! When you moderate the show, I'm just gonna get drunk.
I'm just going to say, now, Jeff, can you fix that?
Yeah, right. It's all on you, baby. You want to moderate shows? You do it.
I'm going to be the star, Jeff. You're going to be my director.
Kev, Renee's gonna
my sidekick.
Renee's gonna moderate our review of The Last of Us episode 4 on Wednesday. It's gonna be her first time ever hosting the show.
Nice. Yeah, I'm gonna be watching that live in a little bit.
Yep.
Well, hey.
Yeah, it'll be on. Yeah, it comes on.
You better watch her. She's gonna kill it. I'm telling you right now. She's not gonna be taking no prisoners that night. I know she's already nervous as fuck too.
I'm not nervous.
Yeah, you are. Don't even play.
Oh, come on, Jeff. Come on.
I know you are. You're probably scared as
Listen,
fuck.
I kept the vice president of Stanley Tools up in New Britain, Connecticut. He was accusing me of booking a plane somewhere up in Milwaukee, and I had to kind of keep him calm down till I could get the darn salesman in that to take over for me. But yeah, I've been under pressure before.
Well, hey, I got together with a bipolar chick one night and everything, right? And everything seemed fine and shit. And then all of a sudden she flipped the script on me and whatnot, which just happens sometimes with these bipolar, unmedicated type women. Nothing against people with mental illnesses. I have issues myself, right?
Yeah, totally the same as keeping the vice president of Stanley Tools.
But in her case, she didn't tell me up front what was going on. So right before we were about to have sex, she just lost it, right?
Okay.
And so just imagine how cool it was to hang out for like an hour to get her an Uber home with that tension while she's flipping the fuck out.
I didn't even get an apology.
Oh, well, hey. It's all good, though, because, honestly,
Hey, Jeff, what was the show? What was the show about? What were we going to talk about?
Oh, I apologize. My bad. I had a flashback. I apologize. No, but, but anyways, no, as far as, the Defenders goes, honestly, obviously Iron Fist ain't coming back. But the thing about it is, honestly, Rich, I like, for me, I don't like Shang-Chi without Iron Fist. So I kind of, like, that's the thing. We all have our own opinions as fans. See, I hated that fucking Iron Fist didn't work out. Because I was looking forward to Shang-Chi being paired with him. Like, the comics and whatnot, and them being together, and us getting a film with them. Right? Like two martial artist type deal. I was actually, like, really, really looking forward to what I thought Shang-Chi was going to be more of a tournament. Like a Bruce Lee, like, Enter the Dragon style film.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Right? That's what I thought I was getting when I went to see it. Right. Mm-hmm. Instead, I got Aquafina shooting a fucking bow and arrow for the first time, 7,000 feet in the air. No, go ahead, Rich.
What's interesting, and to talk about the fact about you, and how I didn't think it was really gelled well. I get to the MCU somehow. I'll put all of these different characters together and still that connective tissue, because I think like they really had a good blew it. They really blew it.
Rich, listen.
And
Rich,
so
Rich,
I think
Rich,
it's really
listen,
fascinating.
man.
We talked about Echo before and how he did
Rich
Echo and whatnot.
Rich, listen. I got to let you know right now, man, so we can keep the show going.
But I think it's really cool that
Rich, can you hear me? Rich, your audio delay is so bad. And your Wi-Fi or whatever, your connection is so bad, we can't hear anything you're saying. Really, you're in and out. We can't hear anything you're saying, and your audio delay is so off that like there's no flow to our conversation at all. Right. So like honestly, man, at this point, you probably should just drop off, and we should reconvene, right, and connect and get our shit right, and then we'll get you back on the show. All right, brother. Okay. Anyways, I'm sorry about that, Rich. I really feel bad. I don't want to be a dick, man, but I'm sorry. But these are the kind of decisions you have to make sometimes when you're a fucking when you're the host and you're the moderator. You have to make these calls. It's something personal. But I respect Kevin a lot. You know what I'm saying? I don't get to record with him very much. He's a friend of mine. So is Kyle. I care about these guys. And and at that point, I respect Renee. If we're gonna have a discussion to have a good show and have fun, we can't have this all over the place shit. It ain't gonna work. I don't know about you, Kev, Renee. That whole audio pause.
Yeah, he had a really bad connection. Hopefully, he can get that. I think maybe find an alternative. I had to go through Chrome to get my stuff set up where it was.
That's what I do too, and I always have guys show up 15 minutes early to check.
I told them.
Stuff.
I told them to use Chrome. I did. I believe I told them. I always tell everybody.
I made the complete switch over to Chrome once I started using StreamYard.
And I think I can't remember though. And this is nothing. I don't know. I could be wrong. I don't know. Rich can tell me when I talk to him. I'll give him a call after the show. Rich, if you hear us, man, look, there's no problem, man. We'll get this straight. We'll get this shit worked out.
Yeah, I like to pod with you more later, man.
Yeah, dude. Honestly, maybe I just forgot to ask you to do a dry run. Maybe I did ask, we couldn't do it. Normally I do, like Kev's talking about. But we should have got together. I just assumed, I guess, that you had the gear and whatnot, and like you could do, you were straight. But we'll get it though, man. Don't worry about it. So, anyways, guys, let's get this show fucking going. Now that we actually are all on the same page and whatnot, and we don't have that. Kev, you know how that shit fucks up the flow, man. It's rough. If you're not on the same page with like this in real time together, it just really throws off the whole energy of the discussion.
Yeah, delays can be tough. You gotta kind of cut it sometimes.
No, you have to. You gotta do something. You gotta do something. There we go, baby.
To answer that is the True Believers podcast on the Fandom Podcast Network master feed. So yeah, check us out. So we're also on YouTube.
Is it Richard? That's you, man. Oh, Brent. Oh, Brent. Hey, what up, Brent? How you doing, bro? No shit. How you doing, man? It's good to see you. Kevin, have you ever recorded with Brett before from Marvel Bus? So. No. It's good to see you, Brett. Long time, man. I talked to your co-host Jesse. He seems like a dope guy, man. So, anyways, all right. So back to Echo, right? Let's go ahead and pull up her actual bio real quick and whatnot, and get into the fact that yes, she actually has possessed the Phoenix Force before and shit like that and whatnot. Echo actually is a really interesting character. To tell you the truth, she has a lot of depth to her. She done a lot of shit. It just depends on how they decide to go ahead and cast her out over the span of, I guess, her lifeline in the MCU. But she is an interesting character.
Yeah, learning about her backstory as much as we did on the Disney Plus series, I thought that was pretty cool. I did do research, and yeah, I went on the Wikipedia here, got more info on that.
Good old Wikipedia.
Okay, so here we go. Now, as far as Echo goes, of course, she's Maya Lopez. We already know that. Fictional character, created by Marvel Comics. She's from the Cheyenne Nation. One of the few deaf comic characters ever. Her Echo, guys, includes a white handprint that covers most of her face. Alaqua Cox portrays Maya Lopez in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, debuting in the television series Hawkeye. And they were actually, for a while there, actually calling the Echo Disney Plus series a spin-off of Hawkeye at one point. Now, they've now adjusted that. Marvel Studios has changed that. They're not advertising that anymore. But she first appeared in Daredevil number 9. The reprint, of Daredevil. Not the Frank Miller, the Daredevil I grew up on. In December 1999, created by writer David Mack and artist Joe Quesada. She first appeared as Ronin, as Kevin said. Rich said. In the New Avengers number 11. And essentially, long story short, basically, as it shows in Hawkeye, essentially, in those very short flashbacks, she, her father is a criminal. He's a gangster who's either collaborative, in crime with the Kingpin or was under him. I can't remember exactly. But either way, they're in cahoots. And essentially, Kingpin has Maya's father killed. Her father was Willie Crazy Horse Lincoln. He was killed by Kingpin. When Crazy Horse dies, he leaves the bloody handprint on Maya's face. And his last dying wish, of course, is that the Kingpin raised Maya well. So basically, long story short, as we already talked about earlier, it's a very simple premise, which is good, I think, for her. Kingpin honors his dying wish, caring for his own daughter, but because he's Kingpin and he's Wilson Fisk, at the same time, while believing she's mentally disabled, he sends her to an expensive school for people with learning disabilities. And there she manages to completely replicate a song on the piano, subsequently sent to enter an expensive school for prodigies. Echo basically has, what is it called, Kev, that Bullseye has, and what's her name? Taskmaster has?
It's like a
is it Echo Recollection or something like that?
It's like a muscle memory reaction thing or something. I can't remember the exact terminology for it, but yeah, she can read their opponents and not necessarily mimic, but anticipate. I think
photographic reflexes.
Yes, thank you. Yeah.
Yes, yeah. So folks, she has the same exact skills that Taskmaster is supposed to have. Not what they showed in the Black Widow film with that Taskmaster, which I'm not going to talk about that. That's a whole different conversation. The real deal, like in the comics, she has that actual like ability, like a power, almost. Not like what Daredevil has, actual power. Not a mutant, but a power, in a way. And only a few characters have it. And basically at that point, long story short, and this is what's going to play out in Echo and then into Daredevil Born Again, which is why I wanted to tie this together. Kingpin essentially molds her and like manipulates her while caring for her, because that's who he is, into making her into an assassin, incorporating her into his criminal organization, and she rises into the ranks. She's trained in the martial arts. She's trained to use swords. She's trained to use every kind of weapon you could think of. That's how she becomes Ronin. I'll tell you right now, as Ronin, she's a lot sicker and a lot more fucking violent and like graphic and shit than Hawkeye was. I'll tell you right now. So Maya is sent by Kingpin to prove Matt Murdock's weakness, telling her that Matt believes Fisk is a bad person, and that she's the only way to prove him wrong. Of course, as always, Matt Murdock, Daredevil, bangs her, right? Because he always does all these chicks, right? It always happens, because he's Daredevil. Although he did do the walk of shame, of course, with She-Hulk.
That was funny.
Right? Yeah. There you go. At least it didn't get down, though. But as Maya believes Fisk, it would not appear to be a lie, which he tells Matt. So basically, Murdock and Maya soon fall in love. She later takes on the Echo guys or persona to hunt down Daredevil. It's the same trope similar with Typhoid Mary, where there's at first she doesn't know that Matt and like Murdock and Daredevil are the same person. So long story short, and this will all play out, I think, into Echo and then into Born Again, and kind of maybe lead off Born Again. Essentially, overall, Daredevil is able to get through to her and explain to her that the Kingpin's been lying to her and whatnot and everything. And at that point, she reacts and she shoots the Kingpin, Wilson Fisk, and blinds him, which we saw in Hawkeye in the finale, right? So I'll leave it right there. She becomes an Avenger at one point. There's no point going all the way to World War Hulk and the Avengers Invaders and all that. There's no point. She has been an Avenger, and essentially, she's a lot more badass than what they showed us in Hawkeye. It's that simple. She's capable of being a really good fucking character. Literally. It's a 6-episode series, okay? Now, we already know that Daredevil Born Again is what? Kev? Renee, what? Is it 18?
Yeah, I think it was like around 16 to 18. And I'm really tired of these 6-episode series. It's not enough to flesh out, let alone your main character, but the world and the other, co-stars in it.
No. I hear
you. Am I alone on that?
Well, I was sort of thinking they may do like the story arc type, where it won't be just one story, from the beginning to the end, one story. They might have it like, sections of stories, different episodes, different whatever, and then maybe ties it in at the end or something like that. Because that's a lot of time still. That's like going back to network television when they would do 36 episodes a year.
No, I hear you. 18 episodes is insane. To think that they literally, the longest Disney Plus series was ever gotten is WandaVision, right? I think it was, 9?
I think so.
Yeah, we get Daredevil. Yeah.
If you think in terms of, are they going to do the shorter versions or the longer versions,
No.
Add like 20 minutes
No.
each episode.
I mean, what Jasmine has said as far as like the fact that they've already said this, they're going to be like anywhere from 50 minutes to an hour long. I've actually heard the same thing.
Okay.
So that they're going to be probably like 45. They're going to be like HBO type episodes.
Well,
right?
I mean, yeah, I mean, if you're talking about bringing a lot of these characters back in, Jessica Jones and whatnot, I mean, yeah, I can see it. They're gonna, as Kevin says, they're gonna have to flesh this out and see a little bit more of their character. They'll have a little bit more screen time. In other words, they just won't be second bananas all the time.
That's why I thought Andor 12 episodes and in between like 40 minutes to almost an hour.
I have not talked to you about Andor yet. You and I.
But I'm just not talking about the series, just that like not talking about details in the story, but the fact that I felt they gave it enough time to develop in each episode, and giving it 12 episodes, I felt better than was it Obi-Wan got 6?
I didn't watch Obi-Wan yet.
Yeah, it's like
it didn't do anything for me. I watched Andor because I like Rogue One.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah, but they gave it enough episodes to flush a lot of cool stuff out.
I'm not a big Star Wars fan like you are.
No, I know.
Kev is a big Star Wars fan. He's very knowledgeable with Star Wars.
But on our Disney our Disney Plus MCU series, True Believers, Kyle and I, that was our biggest complaint with a lot of the series, was that it felt like there wasn't enough episodes to flush some stuff out. So
yeah, Falcon with the Soldier, I think they could have added maybe another 2 episodes, maybe.
Yeah, totally.
And that could have probably helped the series. What do you think, Renee? If you think that might have improved the show a little bit, if they would have added a little bit more, a couple episodes to that?
To what now? To
Falcon and Winter Soldier? I thought it was too short.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're absolutely right. There was a lot. There was, because I've brought this up many times before, particularly in these Marvel shows, and maybe they'll do it with the Daredevil and everything going forward. Get more to what was going on with people, with all the humans on Earth, with all this fantastically wild crap that's going on above their heads, as it were, they're out of their control, and how they have to deal with it, just like people in some ways have to deal with, like down in Florida, Jeff, having to rebuild their lives and whatnot after that horrific storm, or in Kentucky, or these are out in California, or where you're at, Kevin, and whatnot. I mean, these. In some ways, these mirror these horrific events, sort of mirror what's really going on in our own lives. And I think Marvel could pay a lot more attention, because they want to be socially forward and all that. And I'm liberal and agree with it. But if they would just focus on the real folks, put quotes around real folks there, what's happening to them and how they're having to deal with this in their lives and how it's impacting them, particularly with that blip. That's a big 5-year gap and a lot of emotions, a lot of existential crisis and whatnot going on. So I think they're missing the boat on that.
Kev, Kev's got to bounce here in a minute and whatnot, and so I just want to go ahead here and take a minute before me and Renee kind of continue on with the conversation and whatnot, right? And maybe I'll add Dodge in here too, just to kind of fill Kev's spot, right? You know what I'm saying? And we'll throw him in there too, right? Tex, what's up? How you doing? Shit, we haven't seen you in a while, Tex. Man, it's been what, like, a month and a half, 2 months? What the hell you been doing, man? What, you been on like a crack binge or something?
Tex makes a good point though about Andor. Very good point.
Listen, don't get me started with Andor. I'm in the private chat right now talking to. I like Kev a lot, and so I'm gonna tell you right now, I don't feel bad that the show's been kind of a fucking shit show here and everything and whatnot. At the end of the day, things happen with this shit. Kev knows that. He's been in the game for a long time, longer than me, and we both know that, right? I have a lot of respect for him, right? Honestly, I hate social media. I can't stand fucking Facebook. I hate it, right? Before I became a content creator, I had fucking turned my fucking Facebook account off for over 10 years. That's how much I couldn't stand it. I was tired of that shit. I'd rather read books and fucking do my own thing. And either way, I follow. The only time I ever do go on Facebook and really look around has been when I paid attention to watch Kev and his wife and everything and whatnot, and see him in Australia and everything and whatnot. And honestly, when I see the pictures of them together and whatnot and everything, they look so good together. And they have such like clear chemistry, even photogenically.
Oh, thanks, man.
That honestly, it actually makes me feel better for the rest of the day. It does. It impacts my day in a positive way, right? So, but that's not because you Facebook. That's because of Kev and his wife. You guys are motherfuckers, as far as I'm concerned. Zuckerberg, you can go blow somebody. You fucking douchebag, little prick. Anyways, Kevin Ritzel, oh my God. How did you become a robot and human? I'm just kidding. No, but Kev, no, but I just want to say really quick that up. No, Kev, I'm gonna pull up your stuff. I'm gonna pull everything up and whatnot and everything, and pull up your YouTube and all that stuff and whatnot. But at the same time, I just want to point out that Kev and Kyle over at True Believers are people that we've collaborated with now for I think over a year and a half, Kev.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
And Kyle's been helping out a lot around here with us and whatnot and everything. I think he got into Andor. I think he got into like everything basically except House of the Dragon, didn't you, Renee?
Yeah, probably. I can't remember.
I think he did Willow. Nah, maybe not. I can't remember. Kev, what is the what? How do I pull the network on YouTube again?
It's a Fandom Podcast Network.
I got you. It's right there.
Yeah, Fandom Podcast Network, and all of our shows are on that network. And
no, I'm subscribed to you and everything. I follow you and everything.
Yeah, definitely.
No, I actually I've evolved myself, brother. Like I grew like 2 or 3 brain cells in half. So now I know that's free. Yeah.
We'll be doing a special on Ant-Man when it comes out too, where we'll have a reaction show. We'll probably be doing that. Definitely do it on YouTube. So look forward to that. And then of course, when next Marvel series hits, and we'll be covering Mandalorian as well and all that kind of stuff. So yeah.
We will be too. We're going to do Mandalorian as well for the first time.
Yeah.
And I'm sure that probably Renee will probably end up monitoring some of those shows too.
Mm-hmm.
Now, would you like me to pull up your Facebook too, Kev?
Oh, that's fine. They can search for that separately. I'm on Facebook, Kevin Reitzel. But yeah, there's the Fandom Podcast Network. We got a bunch of shows on there. The What a Piece of Junk is the Star Wars podcast that we have on the network, and Union Fed is Orville and Star Trek that we do. And we got.
Is there any specific you want me to highlight?
No, you're doing it fine there. That's fine. Yeah, that's good. We have that. We have that one right there that says Time Warp. We're just about to record the first episode of 1983. We do about 4 or 5 podcasts covering all the movies in one particular year, and we're covering 1983 because everything in 83 is 40 years old. So we're going to be doing that as well. So, yeah.
And you guys do lives too.
Oh yeah. Yep. Definitely.
Hell yeah. That's what we like to see. Now look at that. Look at that. Now that is nice to see. Those are legitimate content creators right there. Yeah. With every category you go in, live, videos, and at home and everything, there's different content.
Very professional. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
It's been fun to. It's weird to call myself a content creator. It's weird. It's just it's so cool though. But yeah, it's been fun.
It's weird. It's weird to call myself True Knowledge, man. But I do anyway. Right.
But yeah, I want to thank you for reaching out to me, man. You hit me at a good time. I was able to come on and squeeze it in on a Sunday, and I know we kept missing each other. So, but thank you, man. I appreciate it.
Oh, come on, Kevin. You know I love you, brother.
Yeah, man. Totally appreciate it.
You know what I'm saying? You and Kyle are good people, man.
And Renee, nice to pod with you, and hopefully we can do it again. All right.
Oh,
you should connect with Renee, Kev. I think she'd be great on a couple of your shows.
Love to have you. Yeah, we are always looking for new content creators to come on and contribute. We love to get in some new voices. So hit me up on social media. We'd love to have you.
I'm a special guest podcast.
Yeah. I'm on Twitter and I'm on Twitter and Instagram at Spartan_Phoenix.
She's carte blanche and shit now that she's on the bleeding edge.
Yeah.
And then Fandom Podcast Network is also on Twitter and Instagram too.
Okay.
So.
All right. I appreciate that.
Yeah, most definitely. Kev, hit me up, man. I'm serious. I want to have we need to have a bullshit session, man.
Love to talk with you, man.
If Kyle can listen to my long-winded ass for 20 minutes, and your ass can too. Motherfucker. Come on now. Nice t-shirt too.
Thanks, dude. See you guys.
Go Raiders. Go Raiders.
Yeah, Raiders.
Peace. Oh, and honestly, Kev, tell your wife we said hello, man. Anyways, Ray, isn't Kev a good guy?
Oh yeah, great.
And that rich guy's an asshole, man. I'm sorry, Rich. I'm just kidding, man. I'm playing. Shit happens, man. It's all good. It's all good.
Hey, Rich is a journalist with a major comic book publication.
He is.
So, Rich, we absolutely adore you. We'd love to have you back. Hopefully, we can get all these issues fixed.
Yeah, I mean,
you look very good on camera too. I mean, I would like you to get a really good focused lock on your face.
There you go. Now you got me. Look at that. See, Rich. Look at the impact you already had. Now I'm already jealous because Renee is like already like saying that you're more attractive than me and shit already.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's not cool, man. You know, come on now.
Yeah, I like to objectify men.
Yeah, well, come on. Just because I don't have a big, huge, long penis and I'm not 6'7", I'm not.
Like Tom
Yeah,
Hiddleston.
I'm not Renee's cup of tea. So that's why we're just platonic these days.
These days.
Yeah, after our poor drive-in years. Anyways, folks. No, so listen. Renee, no, like I'll tell you right now, see, it's one of those things, right? When you moderate, right? I knew you're gonna kill it on Wednesday, right? You're gonna kill it, you're gonna do a great job. I am gonna back you up, of course, right?
Yeah, I'm just
yeah.
with you. Yeah.
No, no.
Yeah, I'm not worried about it.
No, we're gonna get in the studio early, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, we'll get in early. We'll cover everything. We'll make sure that you're all set up and you're ready to rock and roll so that you can come in comfortable. You know, and I'll make sure that I put together a really good panel for you and everything. You want people you know, right? Right? And honestly, you know, I've never heard of it happening before. It's never happened to me. I've never seen it. But something like what happened with Rich earlier, that's not the kind of thing that usually happens like your first time moderating, usually, right? But if it does happen to you,
oh yeah, well, I can say, hey, guy, can you go in and come back?
look,
you're breaking up.
There's a certain point where we're going out and coming back in. Just
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's when you go. You know, you say, Jeff, can you bring the hook out?
Nah, because I'm sorry, but fucking me and Gunner that one time. That's why Gunner doesn't come back. It's because of that fucking shirtless guy that came out who said that he was gonna fucking interview Charlie Cox or whatever, some fucking dumbass.
Oh god, yeah, don't yeah. Let's not feed that.
That asshole,
little baby shark.
Oh my god.
Yeah, what else we gonna talk about as far as echo?
Oh well, no.
Anything else we're gonna do?
Yeah, no. So you understand what the Phoenix Force is, right, Renee?
Yeah, I think it's mostly it's over in the X-Men, wasn't it? I think
it is. Yes. Jean Grey was the original Phoenix Force.
Yeah, Jean Grey. She's the one who sort of has the most, and she can kind of like do almost anything. Kind of like Scarlet Witch. I think
anybody who gets it, anybody who gets the Phoenix Force, yeah.
And I think the Scarlet Witch has that also.
No. That's different. No, the Phoenix Force.
But over in the X-Men, I'm talking about the Scarlet Witch in the X-Men series.
No. You have to remember though, Scarlet Witch was never in the X-Men. She never was. Quicksilver had more appearances with the X-Men.
I'm talking about in the comics, though.
In the comics. So I'm saying Wanda never associated herself with the X-Men. She was an Avenger.
Well, who was? Oh well, never mind. Anyway.
You understand what I'm saying? No, do you get what I'm saying? She was
well, you know more about it than me. Okay.
No.
Okay, well, look it up. Yeah.
No, she. You have to understand.
Yeah.
She wasn't the same kind of mutant as the Xavier mutants, right? Like she didn't find out that she was a mutant until way later in her life.
Okay.
Right? She didn't have like Charles Xavier or the Professor come find her, right? With Cyclops and Storm and shit at like 12 or 14. You feel me? And come bring her to the mansion, right? She in the comics, she doesn't find out that Magneto's her father until she's like in her like late 20s, early 30s, I think.
Okay, well, where does Magneto get his force?
Oh, he doesn't have the Phoenix Force. Magneto's just a mutant.
No,
he's a mutant.
His force, his powers.
Oh, he's a mutant.
Okay.
That's where Wanda gets her mutant side.
So they're all mutants. Okay, gotcha.
Well, yeah, but I mean, Wanda's a mix, right? Because she's a witch too.
Look at that one picture there, Jeff.
Oh, it's crazy, right?
Wait, hang on.
Which one? Up?
Scroll back up. No, yeah, there you go.
Which one?
Go over to from starting from the left over to the fourth picture. What's that look like?
Why, you like that shit?
No, I don't like it. I just thought, what does it look like? Never mind.
Hold on, I can pull it up.
I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna say it. It's too dirty.
What?
I'm not gonna say it.
Oh, too dirty to the bleeding edge? Oh man,
it's dirty.
If Jasmine was here, she would have said it already.
It looks like she holds coochie.
Oh man, nice. Nice. See now,
She
I'll
talked
tell you right
about how
now.
she devours you. You know, that's what it would.
You
Isn't
know
that
what?
it looked like?
Renee, I'm telling you, if I would have really had some serious props for you and like really respected you if you would have won on the podcast of champions and dropped some shit like that.
Oh, I would have been ran off long ago.
You should have just filled my role, right?
I know how to behave. I know how to behave.
You know what? It's funny. I never thought about it, Renee, but it's unfortunate. I never even really got to record with you on the champions, really.
I don't
right?
think so. No.
No.
Yeah, well,
I think.
that's
No.
yeah, anyway, go back.
No,
Positive
in a positive way. No, we are. I just never thought about it till now. I apologize. I never thought about it.
Phoenix Force.
No, so basically, here's the deal.
Mhm.
The Phoenix Force is not like a mutant thing. It's not a superpower. You're not bored with it, okay?
Okay.
It's an actual cosmic entity. It's alive, right?
Okay.
It possesses hosts, okay? Right? And lives through them. Okay, it doesn't feed off them or anything like that and whatnot. It just lives through them. And it gives them the powers of the Phoenix Force. Right? It's a powerful cosmic entity. Hold on. And I'll share this over and show you what I'm actually showing you, what I'm looking at.
Yeah, well, yeah, show us more visual. There you go.
Hold on. I'm bringing it.
I think Renee, excuse me, that's my name. I think Lady Death's Lady may have encountered the Phoenix Force at one time.
It's possible. There you go. Powerful cosmic entity, an immortal being. You actually, honestly, Renee, now I think about it, I think you would really freaking dig the whole concept of the Phoenix Force. That's the kind of thing that would probably you'd be into with the X-Men. Would be this type of shit. Because this is deep. Powerful cosmic entity. It's been around for forever. It's immortal, right? Basically, when the Big Bang started with the Celestials and shit, the Phoenix Force was there, right?
Okay.
Yeah, right then. So, just hanging out, an immortal being representing the life, death, rebirth cycle concept in one organism. Okay? How's that?
And it's the nexus. There's that word, nexus.
Yep. All current and future life. This shit is dope. And is the nexus of all psychic energy ever to have existed. That's fucking crazy. See that? I'm sorry, but that's beyond anything Wanda can do or it has. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That Scarlet Witch's powers are not like that. They're not cosmic level, which I've tried to explain to people before on the shows. And they don't get it sometimes. And in comment sessions on TikTok and shit, they just don't understand. I've actually had it out on people with core about this. That Jean Grey with the Phoenix Force would fucking whoop Wanda's ass straight up.
Could she whoop Superman?
Possibly, yeah, probably. Yeah, she's more powerful. Jean Grey with the Phoenix Force is more powerful than Superman. She can destroy whole planets and shit.
She could destroy the entire universe.
Yeah. No, Wanda can't even breathe in space.
Okay.
Right? Without a helmet and air and oxygen. You know? Yeah, she can't do that she can't alter that kind of stuff. Right? Her reality bending only has limits.
She has the powers of God himself.
Oh, the Phoenix Force? Yes. It's a cosmic entity that, look at the fucking definition of it.
Yeah.
Is literally the nexus of all psychic energy ever existing. Right? So essentially, all psychic energy that's ever been output is in there.
The actual analog in
it has the power to create or destroy anything or everything.
In a powerful cosmic entity, an immortal being representing the life, death, rebirth cycle of all current and future life, and blah 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 blah. That's actually that is Shiva. That describes Shiva in the Vedic tradition.
That makes sense. And I'll tell you right now, folks, honestly, I haven't read X-Men comics so long. It's been so long since I read the Phoenix Force issues from back in the day when Jean died, and whatnot and everything. But just reading this right now, Renee, inspires me in a way. It does. Because, honestly, this right here, this passage, reminds me of Andor, the writing of Andor, in a way. And also, it so expresses so well how powerful the Phoenix Force is, especially with Jean Grey. There's never, as far as I know, and again, I don't read the current comics, but I do kind of, through our guests and stuff and whatnot and everything, I do hear things, and online I hear things, about what's going on. There's never been any other host ever that's ever had the Phoenix Force or whatever besides Jean Grey that's been able to wield it with the level of power that she's displayed.
Well, I can see it would probably destroy even the strongest human the Phoenix Force would choose to be its avatar.
The Phoenix Force can do basically anything if it wants to, essentially.
But the avatar may not be able to handle it.
Well, I mean,
they could abuse it. They could go crazy with it, stuff like
that. Yeah. No, I don't want to. I don't want to spoil it for you, but that's not how Jean dies, right? Like in the comics, and that was a big deal.
But we're talking about the Phoenix Force.
No,
you just said that Jean Grey was the only one who could handle it. I mean, she can handle it. Other people can't.
Well, I guess, yeah. I'd have to look that up, to be honest with you. Because, to tell you the truth, Renee, I never really read. I know a little bit about Echo as the Phoenix Force, and I've never really heard of anybody receiving it and having it, cause them real harm, other than just causing them to get crazy and do crazy shit to where they end up getting killed. So
that could be the conflict for Echo, just trying to come to terms with her Phoenix Force.
Well, see, that's the thing. Yeah. Honestly, to tell you the truth, Renee, I don't think there's enough space in the MCU to even fit a storyline like that with her. And I think that they'll probably save it for Jean Grey. Okay. It's her thing, right? In the comics, that's what she's known for, right? Is the Phoenix Force thing. It was a big thing in the 70s when it happened. To kill off a character after the Phoenix Force thing, for Marvel, that was big. They never did that before, really. Just kill off a female character of all that, to just kill her off, that was huge at that time, in the 70s. Before Claremont came in and whatnot and everything, right? That might even have been Claremont. I can't remember. I'd have to look it up. But no, basically, the Phoenix Force with Jean Grey really elevated her character to where after that, when she came back to life, of course, because it's a comic book and she's a superhero, I really enjoyed her at that point. She was always one of my favorite S-Men. She is actually, without the Phoenix Force, she's literally right beneath Xavier in terms of her telekinesis and telepathic abilities. She's very powerful on her own, right? And it'll be interesting to see who they cast to play that character in the S-Men. It will be, because she has a certain type of regal beauty to her, right? I guess maybe, she's tall. She's not, like Rogue in the comics is kind of busty and curvy. And obviously you've seen Storm. Her rendition's always hot, right? Isn't that weird? I've never seen a shitty version of Storm where she's unattractive.
No, they usually don't. They usually didn't have unattractive.
Oh, that don't work?
Or really, think about it.
Hey, listen, that is very...
They're all beautiful.
Listen, I don't like that. That is very, that's not fair. That's very, what's it called? What's the term?
Well, yeah, but there's lots of ways. There's lots of means of beauty, images of beauty. It doesn't have to look like a 1950s Playboy model.
No.
Modeled after Jane Mansfield physique. Back in the day, they stacked up the women.
Oh no, I'll tell you right now.
The men too. Damn.
Look, when I was reading the S-Men back in the early 90s, if women in real life looked like the S-Men women looked at the 90s comics, holy shit, man, it would be crazy. Because
they would all look like Kat Dennings.
I swear, Jean Grey, Storm, Rogue, all of them, except Jubilee. She's the only one that didn't look like this, right? And Cyclops, you don't know about her, but she's a little different too. But Rogue, Storm, and Jean Grey all had double D's, right? A huge ass, right? No waist, right? Perfect shape. And they were and long hair, and they were fine as shit. So, if you're growing up reading comic books and you think that women look like that naked, well, shit.
Well, it was a fantasy, though. There's a fantasy. It was this teenage fantasy. That's what it was.
I wasn't at that level yet in my like development or whatever to where I saw them that way. Unfortunately, you know.
Yeah, but now they've gotten like you say once and the comics was really let's face it, male dominated.
It still is.
Some women, but I mean it was always but there was always a subset of it's been men. You go to a comic thing and it's men, boys, men, and once they got into started having to do the movies, now they had to start casting these men to these male heroes to look a certain way, to look very, very attractive in a certain way. Fantasy way.
No, of course. I mean, yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, of course.
Let's face it. That's part of it.
Well, yeah. I mean, I can tell you right now. I'm not a huge fan of some aspects of the original Fox X-Men films, honestly. Although we are going to review them. We talked about that. We're going to do it.
Right.
Whether we do that big X-Men project or not, we're still going to review those Fox X-Men films. I want to.
Yeah.
Sure. So why not do them? But no, and there's some great actors and actresses that were in those films. But Halle Berry was great as Storm. She really was. I thought she was great. I do. Her Catwoman was fucking terrible. It was a joke. But as far as how she did Storm, she was great. I thought she was great.
Yeah, I agree. I think she was, her beauty and everything just really enhanced the character. And we're staying on objectification here. But other than that, she's also a very good actress, a wonderful actress. Highly intelligent actress.
That's right. She won the Academy Award for, what's it called?
Monsters Ball.
Monsters Ball. Yep. She did.
Have you seen that with Billy Bob Thornton?
Oh, yeah, I saw it. Yep, with the, God Bless His Soul, Heath Ledger was in it, too.
Mm-hmm.
He was his son.
Yeah.
Yep, that was back when Billy Bob was married to Angelina Jolie.
Yeah, it sure was.
Yep. Remember her when she first came out? Did you see Gia?
No, I didn't see. I think she did, what was it, Sky Captain of the something or something other?
That was later on. That was 2001, I think, or 2000.
Oh, really? I think that's really when I first.
With Jude Law.
I'm gonna go back. She did a movie, 10 Men. With Billy Bob and
Billy Bob and John Cusack. What's her name? From Lord of the Rings. That was Thor Ragnarok.
Kate Blanchett.
Kate Blanchett. Yeah. There you go. She did a Western with Tommy Lee Jones that was fucking awesome in the late 90s, I think it was, or early 2000s. It was that I can remember. Is probably one of the top 5 Western films I've seen in like the last 15 years or whatever, 17 years, 18 years. Was I can't remember the name of it, but it was Tommy Lee Jones and her. It was really fucking good. She's great.
Just about anything with Tommy Lee Jones. I mean, they have a bad movie, I'll watch Tommy Lee
Oh, me too. They may bring her back, honestly, in the MCU at some point. She may not be done.
Well, yeah, I mean, her ending was ambiguous. I mean, there at the end of Thor Ragnarok, it's her and Surtur sort of coming head to head and everything blows up. But she's a god. Remember, she has great powers and she could survive. She could have survived that.
No, I don't think she died at all.
No, why waste a character like that?
No, and honestly, what I wanted to show you, since basically. Unfortunately, due to our good friend Rich's excellent audio and video fucking quality we had going on there, Rich, you did a great job, brother. Appreciate you. It kind of threw off the outline and the structure of the show. So at this point, we might as well just have fun. Renee has only ever seen like 2 reaction videos, MCU Marvel trailers, I think, in her life.
Yeah.
And I wanted to show you one of the Avengers Age of Ultron ones. I think you like it. Uh-oh.
Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
You'll like it, I promise. I love Ultron. I really hope they bring him back.
I like Ultron.
I think that would be great. He was the best part of What If. He was better than Howard Duck. Uh-oh. What's that? Yeah.
Did Dodge say something?
No, it's my dad over here talking to me during the fucking show. Thanks, Dad. You're a professional.
Hey, Mr. Sloboda.
Jesus. So I'm having a hell of a night. I'm telling you, Renee.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
I thought that was funny.
No, that is funny. Shit, sometimes shows like this happen. It is what it is. I won't lie. I just assumed since Rich is a writer and everything and whatnot and all that, that he know how to came on a show. I didn't think I had to ask him to do a dry run on StreamYard. It never occurred to me. Tax, you're still here? What did you change the color of your like?
Pushing 10. Yeah, you're right. Thank you, Tax.
Pushing 10. That's right. It was Pushing 10. That was actually a really good movie.
Tin Man was another. That was another movie, I think, though. Another good movie. That might have been the one with Richard Dreyfuss, I think.
Tex, what the hell were you talking about earlier about looks like we need some ointment? What the hell are you talking about? What the hell? I don't even know where the hell that came from, but like you gotta let me know what that was about because
I guess because we were getting into sexy talk about.
Okay.
Yeah.
You were referring to the night that she hugged on me. I got you.
Well, the things we like to fantasize about.
That's right.
There you go.
And I certainly fantasize on She-Hulk without question. I'm actually gonna sue Disney and Marvel and fucking what's her name, Jennifer fucking Walters for fucking because I had to change my favorite color to yellow. Used to be green, but because of the She-Hulk manhandling me and shit, I had to change my favorite color, man. That's not right.
And that's a crappy color too.
I'm suing Disney for that shit.
Yellow
Fuck
is
them.
my least favorite color.
They're losing money left and right anyway. They might as well get fucking sued. Fuck them. And they suck. So there you go, Disney. That's what I think of you. Just to be clear. The Bleeding Edge is not a fan. Good job on Moon Knight. Love and Thunder was great. Oh man, I bet Kevin Feige's embarrassed by that shit. Renee, you think he is?
No, he's counting his cash.
Oh, what? I would be surprised if Love and Thunder probably lost money. Fucking Taika Waititi, man. What a joke. All right, here we go. Bam.
With me. Stop.
Oh my God. It's a wall of people.
I'm gonna show you
I can't even see the thing.
for mercy.
Yeah, Jeff, that's overwhelming me. I'm getting anxiety. Yeah. Thank you. That was enough. Thank you.
Too loud?
No, it was just too much. It was all those. Yeah. I can't make sense of that. Yeah.
With the little tiny picture?
Yeah, if you could put up a trailer of the whole thing with all the if it was like maybe
yes.
I couldn't make sense of it. It was just a wall.
I get what you're saying. I do. I'm sorry about that.
Noise. It was just
no.
noise.
You're right. Here, I can just show you and you can pick one. Look, I'll just let you pick one. I see what you're saying. That's all you need to tell me.
Okay.
They have ones like that. I get what you mean. You could. Yeah, I couldn't really even see it either.
Yeah.
Here we go. Can you see that?
Well.
Let's see what we got.
What we got? Yeah, those three guys right there.
Like that?
Yeah, do them. They're we can do those guys.
Okay.
Andy Serkis. Yeah, Andy Serkis. Not motion capture, just Andy Serkis. Although maybe we could be motion capture in the future because eventually that character.
Oh, I also have the gun thing.
Yeah, I want to see this. Come back.
No. I was gonna say I had the gun thing, the slate, right? And it's 5 minutes long. And if you want, after this, we can listen. We can watch that, and we can talk about that, and we'll wrap things up.
Okay. All right.
Right.
Sounds good.
Yeah, they're gonna do fucking Swamp Thing. I can't wait. I bet it's gonna be dope. All right, I think you'll like this one better.
Okay.
Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Superhero News. My name is Adam Havoc, and I'm joined here as always with my cohorts, Hector and Augustine.
Hola, ¿cómo estás?
Oh.
We'll get to that Spanish stuff later. All right, great. Hi. Hello.
So we are here to react to the third trailer for Avengers: Age of Ultron.
And as per usual, this thing's been out for like a day. and we have been a bit busy. But oh my God, it's torturous. None of us have seen this trailer. None of us. So we're doing this for you guys. We're going to give you our honest reaction. You can see our faces as we watch it. We'll talk a bit about it afterwards if we've got any insights. And then before we get into it, before we click play, let's talk about expectations. We've seen 2 trailers so far that I think have been mostly similar stuff.
Yes, maybe where they're doing the
right?
reaction.
Yes, yeah. There's like a trailer 1, a trailer 1.5 almost. It's like extended edition. So we kind of know generally what the trailers have shown us. What are you guys looking for in Avengers: Age of Ultron? Maybe some new stuff that we haven't seen yet.
Here we go. I think right there.
More upper.
More better? Much more gooder?
Yeah. Here we go.
Don't stroke me.
Did you say don't stroke me like that? The fuck? Come on now, guys. Jesus Christ. I don't want to hear that. What is this shit? What is that tiny ass shit? That's better than what we had before.
Yeah, much better.
Okay, calm down there.
I'll take that from them first.
What?
See, do you see what I've been telling you about what's wrong with my reaction videos? Right? You see how prominent they are? Right? That's how it should be.
Right.
Right? You get it. That's what people want to see. That fucking voice, man. He sounds good.
I tried to create a suit of armor around the world, but I created something terrible. Artificial intelligence.
Okay, all right.
It's called the Ultron Program.
That's actually a good setup.
It is. This is a great trailer. There's 3 of them.
I'm talking about how they're doing the reaction.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Well, you amazingly failed.
Look at that.
Whoa! Sorry.
Damn, that's hot. That's awesome. That might be one of the best Black Widow scenes ever, entrances ever.
So stand and fight.
I love that.
No way we all get through this. I got no plans tomorrow night.
I love that. When Fury says that.
Keep going.
No, I am.
I'm watching. Okay.
Okay, I just wanted to point out something.
I'm watching you guys react.
Nothing but outwits, and I will save the world. So stand and fight. No way we all get through this. I got no plans tomorrow night.
You always picking up after you, boys?
Nice.
We can tear them apart.
That's gonna be so sick. Oh my God. Oh!
No way.
That's the best you can do!
Oh God.
Oh, man. God, I love this movie.
Yes. Yes.
Vision.
Oh, I knew. Yeah. That little tease. Little tease. Dude.
You guys.
Let the nerdgasm flow.
Okay, I'm done. Oh my gosh. Where are we here? Where are we here? Where are we here?
We're up here now.
Oh my God.
Oh yeah. So.
Oh.
Is that real? Are they joking?
When I didn't think it could get any better than what we've already seen.
Man, I've never reacted like that to a trailer before.
They gave us Ultron.
I think it was real.
They were talking about Scarlet Witch.
Yeah,
that's
true.
Yeah.
More of
Ultron.
But
like I've said before, he's
so,
the only villain that makes
this is what I wanted to say to you, Renee, is that honestly, what I'd like to do more of, right, is doing stuff like this, like again, like how we've talked about trying to bring some optimism back into like the fandom, like by bringing, like, I don't think there's anything wrong with getting back into phases 1 through 3 a little bit here and there, right? Why can't we be proud of it? Why can't we enjoy it?
Sure, absolutely.
Right?
I totally agree.
Yeah, and look at and we have these different avenues, right? To kind of like take it in too and remember this stuff, right? We don't have to just watch the movies, okay, or watch the Disney Plus show. We can watch reaction videos and stuff like this, right? Like you like this stuff. I can tell you enjoy it.
Yeah, I really enjoyed because I was watching the guy's face and then I would kind of glance up and down, each scenes and what. Of course, they were showing, and they were trying to react, and they were just kind of the whole time they were kind of just touching themselves and a little bit more. They got a little bit more animated, a little bit more. And then when not the very last scene, but the I get with the Hulk, and then when the Hulk come out, they really got more. And then that little payoff at the end with a little glimpse of Vision. And then it was like the amazement set in. So I thought it was real. I thought it was, and it kind of fits the pattern that you sort of see in how people do react to stuff and how they built the trailer and to make so that they got the reaction, the scenes, each scene built up for that crescendo of reactions or emotions that the viewer would see.
Well, here I'm gonna pull up. I'm just gonna go ahead and pull up the other ones and whatnot and everything. There's 3 trailers. You could pick another one.
Well, that's what was the next thing we were gonna do? You were gonna show.
Oh, I got you. I'm sorry. It's 8:59. I apologize.
Yeah.
No, what I was gonna show you was the gun thing.
Yeah. Okay.
Let me get that. Let me switch over to that real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Here, it should be right here. There you go, folks. You can look at all my search stuff right here. This is what I've been looking at on YouTube for the here it is, Renee. My list.
There's no porn. I'm surprised that there's no porn there.
No, but
Bless your heart.
But are you shocked?
Good for you. No, I'm very proud of you.
Is anybody shocked that the Batman trailer 2 reaction is number 2 on my list?
Old people react to Batman trailer.
There you go, folks.
Bless your heart, Jeff.
That is the reason why there are multiple guests for the from creators that when they come out here, they moan and groan and shit when I put the Batman trailers up because I put them up. I played them so many times. I played them to death.
I'm in Jeff's old people category.
Oh, shut up. I sent you one of the videos.
There's the fans, there's the geeks, and then there's the old people.
Did you see Did you see the link I sent you one of those reactions?
Oh, to the.
I did. They're funny. They're funny. They're funny as shit. I don't associate you with those people. Those people are like elderly. I'm sorry, but I'm not
well, you're kind of infirmed yourself, Jeff. So you're kind of an honorary elderly person.
Listen, I'm gonna start going to the gym. I decided if I'm gonna be this thin, right? Because my doctor told
think about it, you're a shut-in.
Well, no, I mean my doctor says that when I told you my doctor says that I'm like a couple pounds over my BMI. Like I'm actually, he says that there's I'm healthy, so
Well, if you're healthy, yeah, don't worry.
It's
about
more
it.
like, if anything, it's more me
I'm
that
talking more like you're a shut in. You kind of have an old.
Oh yes, well we're working on that, right? We're getting there. Yeah. Come on now, you got to just give me time, right? I've come a long way.
Yes.
I've come a long way, my friend.
That's why I'm saying you're an honorary old person.
I am though. You're right. I won't lie. She ain't lying, folks. My neurosurgeon at one point told me that my spine was like that of an 80-year-old man's because of the degeneration I have.
You and Stan Lee. You have a Stan Lee spine.
Yep, that's why typically, other than during the shows, I don't sit in chairs. I either stand and pace all the time, or I sit on like a flat surface, like the ground. That's what I do. Oh, here we go. You'll like this one. These guys are good. The Real Rejects.
Is this the James Gunn thing?
Oh shit, my bad.
No, yeah, Jeff.
I'm tripping.
Yeah, we're getting.
No. I apologize. No, I'm literally. I hit the wrong thing.
I got you. It's my bad.
Here, I got it. No, I got it. Here it is. Bam.
Okay. Hey everybody, I'm James Gunn. I'm the co-CEO of DC Studios. So as many of you know, DC has been disconnected in film and television for a long time. And it's one of, our jobs, mine and Peter's, is to come in and make sure the DCU is connected in film, television,
Peter Gunn.
gaming,
Peter Gunn.
and animation. That the characters are consistent, played by the same actors, and it works within one story. And if something is outside of that, like Matt Reeves' Batman or Todd Phillips' Joker or Teen Titans Go, that it is clearly labeled as DC Elseworlds, outside of the mainstream DCU continuity. Now, Peter and I have gotten pretty lucky in terms of the 4 projects that are coming out over the next year.
Peter?
First, we have Shazam, Fury of the Gods. Shazam has always been off kind of in his own part of the DCU, so he connects very well. That moves directly into The Flash, a fantastic movie that I really love. that resets the entire DC universe. Then to move into Blue Beetle, a fantastic film about a kid who's a marvelous part of the DCU, and then into Aquaman 2, which leads directly into our next few projects, which I'm going to tell you about now. So, Peter and I, along with a group of very talented writers, have started to map out an 8 to 10 year plan of what DC Studios will be in film, television, and gaming. This first chapter is called Gods and Monsters. Now, this, what I'm about to tell you, is a part of the first chapter. It's not the entire first chapter. The first project is Creature Commandos. Creature Commandos is an animated series. I've written all the episodes. Something we're going to do that's a little bit different at DC is we're going to have characters move into animation,
I think
out of
Blade definitely
animation,
would be
usually
interested
having
in
the
this.
same actor play their voice as who plays them in live action. The next project up is Waller. This is a story of Amanda Waller, played by Viola Davis. Viola Davis is going to team up with members of Team Peacemaker, and this is a story that's been created by Crystal Henry, who did Watchmen, and Jeremy Carver, who created the Doom Patrol. It is a fantastic story that's out of this world, and I can't wait for people.
I think this could be really good.
Okay. Next up is the big one, the true beginning of the DCU.
Okay.
This is called Superman Legacy. This is being written by me. I'm in the middle of it. I'm having a great time
Is it
doing
gonna be
it.
a cartoon
And
or
Superman
a
will be released into
No,
theaters
no.
July
Live action.
11th,
Live action.
2025. Okay, the next thing is a big premiere HBO television series called Lanterns. This is a story of a couple of Green Lanterns, Jon Stewart and Hal Jordan, and we have a few other lanterns peppered in there, but this is really
He looks
a
a little bit like
terrestrial-based
Dr. Strange.
TV show, which is almost like True Detective with a couple of Green Lanterns who are space cops
But that's your
watching
favorite
over
color, Jeff,
Precinct
green.
Earth. In it,
Yeah,
they
yeah,
discover
my favorite.
You
a
can get your
terrifying
green back.
mystery.
Get
Well, I
your
turned-
mojo
I turned the
green
yellow.
back.
The larger story
You'll
of the
get your
DC.
mojo green back.
Next is a
Right
big
now, you're
movie
kinda
called
cute.
The Authority. The Authority is a passion project of
Pistachio.
mine. It's based on the marvelous Wildstorm characters. We are now bringing into the
That's
DCU.
what you're talking about,
and
those
we'll
stacked up
interact
women.
with all of our primary DCU characters.
Kind of.
The
Nah.
Authority are a group
That's
of
just muscular
superheroes
looking.
who think the world is broken.
Yeah, you're right.
and they
Yeah,
wanna
not
fix
really.
it
That's
by
yeah.
any means necessary. I think it's a very different look
You're
at
right.
superheroes. We're doing a television series called Paradise Lost.
Hap
Paradise
Earth,
Lost is the story of Paradise
Look
Island,
at
usually
cute
known as
bit there.
Themyscira, which is the birthplace of Wonder Woman. It's almost like Game of Thrones with Westeros, but with all of the inhabitants of Paradise Island.
Oh, they're killing all the
introduction
men.
of the DCU's Batman is The Brave and the Bold. The Brave and the Bold is the story
Can you turn
of
it back? I
Batman
can't-
and his actual
Turn it up.
son,
Yeah,
Damian
just so I
Wayne.
can't
This
hear
is
what he's
based
saying.
on Grant
Yep.
Morrison's great comic book run. Damian Wayne is my favorite Robin. He's a little assassin who Batman tries to get in line, and so this is the story of the two of them and the beginning of sort of
It's like
the
he's gonna
Bat family
backstab
in the
Batman.
DCU.
Might be a little
Next
low
up is a
for that
TV
Robin.
series called Booster Gold. Booster Gold is one of comics' really popular cult heroes. He is a fascinating guy. He's a loser from the future who uses future technology to come back to present day and become a superhero so that people will love him. It is basically the superhero story of imposter syndrome on an HBO Max series. One of my favorite comic book series from last year was Tom King's run on Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow. And so we're going to turn that into a big science fiction epic film. Now, Superman is a guy who was sent to Earth and raised by loving parents, whereas Supergirl in this story, she is a character who was raised on a
yeah.
chunk of
Yeah,
Krypton.
hey, Jeff.
She watched
Yeah.
everybody around
you
her
could- you could
perish
wait
in
and stop
some
it. You could
terrible
wait and
way.
stop it.
So she's a much more jaded character.
Oh, it's a lot. I
Yeah.
know.
Yeah, I think I get the idea. Yeah, I get the idea.
No, it's a lot. No, and I wasn't planning on trying to have some kind of big conversation about it.
Mhm.
No, I just wanted to show it to you.
Yeah, that's fine. I mean, just kind of get an idea of what's
Yeah.
coming up.
Yeah, no, honestly, I mean, you know, we'll talk about it, if anything, like, shit, either on a show or wherever I talk to you, whatever, we'll bullshit about it,
Okay.
you know? But no, we're almost at the 2-hour mark, so, you know, why don't we get the hell out of here? I don't want to plug anything.
Mhm. Yeah,
Right?
I'm good.
Yeah,
I'm good.
I actually want to smoke a cigarette, to tell
We
you the
will
truth.
except coming this Wednesday.
Oh, shit, that's,
I-
wait a minute, hold on.
Wait a minute, Jeff.
Go ahead, you go.
Coming this Wednesday, folks, I will be hosting the Wednesday night the MCU'S Bleeding Edge podcast episode of the review of episode 4 of The Last of Us. it will be me as the moderator. I'm not really sure, other than Jeff, who and maybe Cyber, who my guest will be. I'll be as surprised as
It'll
you
be a
are.
surprise.
And but like you say, Jeff, he will also be my director, my producer, and my sidekick for that night. So I've watched a lot of Johnny Carson throughout my life, and so we'll see what happens. And Doc, you got anything to add to that?
Should I wear my Tuscan costume?
Not yet, no sir. No.
Why I'm producing you?
Nope. No,
Okay,
no.
all right.
I've just made my first creative decision.
Okay.
The Tuscan outfit has to wait.
I thought that might be the
You have to
exception.
besides, you have to have a big build up for that. You're going to have to advertise a couple of shows ahead of time and build it up and make plans for it. And it will be a special Tuscan night here at the Bleeding Edge.
Tex, that's so kind of you. I swear to God, that's so nice. Thank you very much. That's really nice of you. It really is. That's very heartwarming. It's good to hear that, and it's good to see you. I hope that your 2023 is going well and everything and whatnot. And I'm sorry that your fucking work schedule's been fucked up. But like I said, make sure that you come. Try to, if you can, if it works out, if you can jump in real quick or whatever, even on your cell phone, just come say hey or whatever, whatnot on Friday and whatnot, folks, because we are gonna do our 10K. I mean, we're already past 11K now, but so we didn't exactly synchronize. I didn't synchronize it very well. I did about as well, with that as I did with like the show tonight, right? That Kev dipped on us just because he was like,
it was a little bumpy,
I'm fucking around. I'm joking. I'm making fun of myself.
We rode the waves. We rode.
Nah,
we wiped out a couple of times. But we got
believe
right
me.
back up on that board.
Tex, you already know, don't you? We've had worse shows than this, haven't we? Come on now. You already know it. I don't even have to ask Renee. You know we've had worse shows than we had tonight. Come on now. Shit. And like I said, Rich, don't worry about it, man. If you're there, bro, don't sweat it, man. Honestly. We're really easy to work with over here. Like, dude, we'll get in the studio and whatnot. That's time. We'll get your audio and video straight and shit. Everything will be fine. We'll do the show. You'll be good, right? Shit happens sometimes. It's all good. If you want, you can borrow my Tuscan costume when you come on.
You can actually touch his stick.
There you go. You can touch us. There you go. Perfect. Oh, see? There you go, Tex. I appreciate that. That's very kind of you. Very nice compliment. Tex is basically essentially saying that having a shit show for the show is a consistent thing. See? Thank you. That's very kind of you. Thank you, Tex. See, I appreciate how you reward me. I wish you a good 2023, and you insult my professionality and shit. Anyways, no, folks. Renee, thank you very much.
Mm-hmm.
As always, for being such a wonderful special guest co-host here on the Sunday show. And yes, I literally, folks, please understand that you need to make sure that you fucking come check out Renee, Loki's mom's first moderated show on the Bleeding Edge. I'm going to be on the Podcast of Champions tonight, shouting her out and whatnot to the champions. They're all going to tune in. Renee, so how's that? They will too. They will. So,
we'll
right?
See.
They will. If I say something about it, they'll watch.
Okay.
And yeah, I am going to surprise you with your panel. You're not going to know until you come in the studio.
Okay.
There you go. So, you never know. Jar Jar might pop up.
Oh, okay.
Fuck it. And the Predator.
I'm actually going to have a special outfit for Lady Death Lady. She's going to have a new outfit on.
There you go. I'm telling you, if I can get her, if I can get fucking Chloe Zhao, right?
The Academy Award winner,
right? And Jar Jar on the show at the same time. Oh my god, that would be fucking dope. Seriously,
that is just the most whacked out fantasy in the
No, that would be dope.
Yeah, it's because it would take a lot of dope to get.
Sometimes it may be good, sometimes it may be shit.
There you go. Anyways, folks. Yeah, so look, folks, we're doing the fourth episode of The Last of Us from the HBO studios on Wednesday evening at 9:35 p.m. Eastern, 6:35 p.m. Pacific. Renee will be there. I'll be there. Cyber's going to be there. I'm moderating. It's my week. Mm-hmm. I promise to do something interesting with it. We got a couple guests lined up. They're going to be on too. We're trying to keep kind of a tight squad for that series. We only have 5 episodes left, I think, of the show. That'll be it. It'll be over.
Yeah. But yeah, it'll sort of start to peak at this point.
Yeah, this is a short HBO Studio series.
I can't wait to see the next step. I'm gonna watch. I'm not gonna be able to watch it tonight, but I'll watch it sometime tomorrow.
Yeah, I like me. I like to wait until we get closer to the show, because like stuff gets distant to me.
Mm-hmm.
Then I have to rewatch it. No, but and also, folks, that we are doing our 10K. I guess if you could say special next Friday. If I can figure out how to make it happen and do it and everything and whatnot, I'll do giveaways and stuff and whatnot and everything. I've got some Amazon gift cards to give away. I've got some cameras and shit and whatnot that are actually halfway decent. I have a ton of shit that I'm gonna give away. So if I can figure it out, I'll do it. We've got some really interesting shit coming out soon that we're brewing right now. I'm looking into actually being able to have people call in on the phone into the show. So we can start adding elements like that into the show. We can do crazy shit call massage parlors and shit, right? During shows and whatnot.
Porn drive-ins.
Yep. Call massage parlors and I'll just talk to them and make fake appointments and shit, just like I do on Facebook when I create events where I'm saying that I'm having an event on Tatooine as a Tusken translator, right?
Well, I mean, yeah. Let me know ahead of time when you're gonna do those shows so I can. So I can go bowling or something.
You fucking asshole. Jesus Christ, man. That was so mean.
Yeah, well, Jeff, I mean, let's face it, they did that back. Colin, they did that back.
Look at that.
In the 1980s.
Can you believe that text?
In the 1980s.
Can you
Come
believe
on.
that? Renee, Loki's mom just hurt my feelings and shit right there at the end of the show and everything.
I just did a little She-Hulk on you.
Oh, man. That sucks. Jesus Christ, man. Way to kill my buzz, too. I was high. Killed my buzz and shit. Anyways, we'll see you later, Tex. Peace out, folks. What up, fandom? Peace out. Get after it. Peace out, bitches.